Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining. And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Kevin Love out there with Connect. Then there's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Smith. And it's Drummond in at the center position.
First team foul.
Drummond to screen on Irving. To the middle. In close. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Barrett. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. And there's Barrett on the assist by Irving.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Pass to Drummond. Markkanen against Love. The three, Smith. And they recover it. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game now.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And he knocks down the first one. And Love drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Embiid a screen on Drummond. Markkanen with it, and that's Love picking him up defensively. Pass to Barrett, takes a three, and it's Connect with a rebound. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Smith against Embiid. Smith passes to Rondo. There's a screen by Love. Right wing, all alone. Joel Embiid with the board.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Irving, the pass to Barrett. Markkanen sets a screen. And Barrett good for 3. Barrett's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Smith against Barrett. Smith passes to Love. Counted from distance. He has 7.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Markkanen misses. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Rondo. Love up top. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Irving, the pass to Ariza. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Barrett finds Irving. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Barrett can't hit. The Hornets have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Now Rondo. Still without a bucket. Smith left side. Love, a screen on Barrett. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Here's Rondo. And it's blocked by Embiid. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Boucher's checked in for Utah. Gay comes in for Ariza. Utah trailing here. And here's Irving. Coming off a 16-point game against Boston. Boucher outside. Here's Barrett. No luck on that one.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. To the wing, right side. Here's Smith. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Good job. Nice job by Fareed to lay into that defender. Put some wood on him with that screen.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A different look for Utah. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Markkanen comes in for Boucher, and it's man in for Kyrie Irving. 1:21 left to play in the first. Man, the pass to Gay. Markkanen sets a screen. Back to man. Shot clock at 6. To end the drought. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist from Gay.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. That's such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Pass to Ellis. The 3 is up. Here's Fareed. Here's Connect. He's scoreless. Now here's Rondo. For 3. Ellis's shot is off.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now here's Gay. Over Connect. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Outside, Rondo. Wood, right side. Outside, Rondo. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Jazz out in front. They lead by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. Man, what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. We've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Wood in at the 5, down low. And it's Gay with the miss. Charlotte trailing. Rondo with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. The Jazz on offense. Gay, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Clarkson. Gay outside. Pass to Allen. Kicks it out to Clarkson. From deep three-point land. Fareed grabs the board.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
And that one drops. Rondo. He's gotten his first basket of the night.
You look at Rondo, he's got a nice touch, but he's adaptable too. I mean, he can change and alter his release point. The floater is one of the many moves that he can go to with confidence.
Markkanen for 3. Utah with another miss. Well, the Hornets shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. Pass to Wood. Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Mann. Shoots. Great D that time from Mann. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Fareed grabs the board. The Hornets have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Here's Clarkson, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
The more he facilitates, the more effective Gay is, and it's good to see him concentrating on that part of his game.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to review the game plan. A different look for Utah. Ariza's checked in for Gay. Barrett comes in for Mann, and Irving is subbed in for Clarkson. Pass to connect. There's a screen by Love. Here's Connect. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock with his first shot attempt. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah leading. And here is Barrett. Back to Markkanen. Fires the 3. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
Rondo passes to Love. The 3, Smith. The rebound by Allen. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Irving. Now Markkanen fires the 3. Can't get it to drop.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Here's Connect, guarded by Barrett. Now here's Rondo. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Greg.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For the Jazz, Boucher's checked in for Allen, and Gay's subbed in for Lauri Markkanen. And Irving has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Gay. There's a minute 47 left to play in the half. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Really hard to know how to defend Gay. I mean, he's lethal from mid-range and has the ability to knock down three-pointers.
Garland finds Smith. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Barrett. Pass to Irving. The three is up. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
Gay outside. There's a screen. 4-3. Gets the three to fall. Now it's a 7-point Jazz lead.
I like the setup there. Irving with the pick.
Pass to Parsons. Outside Love. To the wing on the left. Garland, the pass to Love. Charlotte again missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Gay outside.
Wow. R.J. Barrett can fly. Incredible athletic ability.
Hornets trail by 9. Smith outside. They set the pick. Over to the left wing. Here's Love. And so it's the Utah Jazz. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you... And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Hornets.
You can see that game plan.
Glad you could join us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Trevor Ariza out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Hornets trail by 9. Smith inside. Guarded by Barrett. Pass to Drummond. Smith with it. Here's Connect. No points yet. Drummond with the screen. And Connect with the 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Jazz leading by 6. Irving with it. Barrett finds Irving. Back to Barrett. And he hits the jumper. Barrett's got 9.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end.
Pass to Drummond. Over to the wing. Love, a screen on Barrett. Smith passes to Love. The 3. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Love's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Markkanen outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Rondo. Hornets trail by 8. Pass to Connect. Outside. Rondo. The 3. Smith hits the trifecta. Smith's got his third bucket of the night.
I think this is J.R. Smith at his very best. Outstanding at capitalizing on the catch-and-shoot opportunity.
Irving, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Barrett, covered by Smith. Shot is good by Barrett.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Outside, Rondo. Smith outside. Pass to Love. And Embiid with the block. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jazz leading by 7. Now here's Barrett. 11 points in the game. Markkanen for 3. Sinks it from distance. Markkanen's got 9.
It's beginning to seem like they've gotten complacent defensively. They showed much more intensity in the first half.
Smith passes to Love. Outside, Rondo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Drummond. Good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo, he's got 3 assists tonight. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Utah making a switch here. Gay's checked in. And here's a look at the shooting guards who have collected the most assists during the last month. Fourth, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Pass to Gay. Outside Irving. Now Gay. Give him 8. Here's Barrett.
What you say? Come on now.
And Barrett's teammates and coaches love when he shows some edge, slashing to the rim with purpose.
Rondo passes to Smith. Back to Rondo.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the paint. The shot by Fareed, no good. Jazz leading by 10. And here is Irving. Still no points. Markkanen outside. Good chance here for Barrett. Fareed grabs the board. Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Embiid against Drummond. Drummond with the screen. Shoots. Some solid defense from Barrett.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Hornets trail by 10. Left side, Rondo. Over Irving. Charlotte, no good that time either. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Markkanen, the pass to Irving. Gay outside. There's a screen. He takes it in. And the shot goes down. Gay's got 10 points in the game.
Gay's athleticism makes him devastating on the drive.
Right side, Rondo. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Smith, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Outside for Irving. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Rondo. Pass to Wood to stop the drought. Good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo, he's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's the Utah Jazz. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Here's Ellis on the court for the Hornets. We've got Kevin Love. He's out there with Connect. And it's Fareed in it to 5. Garland for 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Hornets ball.
Here's Ellis, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Connect. Here's Garland, 5 on the clock. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
Outside Barrett. And there's the screen. Here's the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Connect's got 4 rebounds now.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Garland, he's open. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Not only is Garland's jump shot silky smooth, it's also effective.
Man, the pass to Ariza. Pass to Gay. Nifty move. And he sinks the layup.
A confident, consistent score. Gay mixes it up inside and out.
Hornets trail by 7. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Woods checked in for Charlotte. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the 3-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Allie, thank you. Here's Garland. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Jazz.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
Ariza can't get it to go. And so Garland will bring it up for Charlotte. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Out to the wing, down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Connect outside. Again the miss by the Hornets. Jazz leading by 4. Pass to Gay. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it for the Jazz. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Gay. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mann. Smith, he's checked in for Charlotte. Rondo comes in for Darius Garland. Rondo passes to Love. To the left side wing. Drummond to screen on Barrett. Back to Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Hey, his reputation is as a shoot first, shoot second player. But there, Smith showing you some unselfishness with the nice pass.
Irving, the pass to Markkanen. The three ball on target from range. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Pass to Drummond. Outside Love. Smith against Barrett. Smith right side. Back to Love. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pulls up. Love grabs the miss. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Smith. Utah grabs the miss. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Barrett. Here's Irving. There's the triple. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Smith with a screen on Irving. And here's Love. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Barrett passes to Irving. Markkanen sets a screen. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Smith with a screen on Irving. Right side, Rondo. To the left wing. Love passes to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Smith against Barrett. Inside. Here's Drummond. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Here's Ariza. Barrett with it. Screen by Embiid. Irving for 3. Drummond grabs the miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Smith passes to Rondo. And there's a 3-second violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Outside Barrett. Outside Irving. Back to Barrett. Fires for 3. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
And here's Connect outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Garland for 3. Utah grabs the miss. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put
And it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Anthony, De'Aaron Fox out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Mourning and it's Hendricks in at the 4. Now here's Turner. Here's Horry. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pass to Anthony. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Mourning against Horry. Doncic outside. And here's Walker. Back to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with a screen for Doncic. Fires from deep. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Pass to Anthony. Mourning a screen on Turkoglu. To the paint. And Mourning throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Doncic. His last outing, he had 24 points. Outside, Horry. There's Walker with the 3. Rebound, Donovan Mitchell. Fox against Walker. Here's Mourning. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Oh, terrific pass from Fox. A dynamic young point guard with vision.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Anthony, no one around. Hits it from 3-point range.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Yeah, and since both teams are in similar positions in the conference, winning the series this year would make a nice statement.
Now, here's Doncic. And they get it. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
It's stolen by Turkoglu. Fox against Walker. Pass to Doncic. Ori, a screen on Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Second chance shot. That shot off. Mourning with some nice D. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Atlanta's head coach. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Hendricks. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. Warning, a screen on Ori. And here's Anthony from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure. And that one didn't happen. And, boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Doncic against Mitchell. That gives them the lead. Doncic has got 8.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
That's the morning. Off with the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Here's Turner. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Big man play by Turner, using that nearly 7-foot frame to get through the contact.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Atlanta making some changes. Jokic has checked in for Miles Turner. Dixon comes in for Ori. And it's Mike Conley in for Hedo Turkoglu. The Lakers also making some changes. Washington's checked in for Anthony. Michael Porter comes in for Mitchell. And Lillard subbed in for Fox. Now, here is Mourning. Here's Hendricks. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Look at Mourning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
Pass to Jokic. Outside Conley. Over Porter. Conley's shot is off. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Lillard. Sinks that one from the post.
And look at how Lillard just stays flexible, ready to adjust around that contact inside.
Walker against Lillard. Outside, Walker. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Cephalosha is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Washington. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. Pass to Grimes. Jokic inside. He's covered by Washington. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Cephalosha with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Conley surveying the D. Knocks down the 3-ball. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Porter. No good from outside. Cephalosha against Conley. Dixon a screen on Cephalosha. Drills the 3-pointer. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Walker. Pulls it from 20. And again, it's Atlanta. Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
There's a screen by Washington. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And then Washington with the dunk. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Morning's checked in for Porter. Anthony comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Fox in for Lillard. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Pass to Walker. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. The triple! Doncic!
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Fox passes to Washington. Here's Anthony. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. Says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA thanks. The Lakers trail. Washington kicks to Fox. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Excellent timing there by Jokic. The young player getting ahead of the shot there and knocking it away.
Ori passes to Walker. Doncic against Anthony. Walker with a screen for Doncic. Over Anthony. Doncic, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Jokic with the steal. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. Walker against Fox. Launches it from deep. The Lakers with the rebound.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That ties the game. Fox has got his first points of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Doncic outside. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Turkoglu. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Well, the definition of a stretch forward. Turkoglu can play either forward spot and can stretch the floor with his shooting.
First free throw is good. Turner's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And the Lakers also making a change. Mitchell's checked in. And so Turkoglu nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Mourning. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Walker looking for an opening. Pulls up on the wing. No good. Shot missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hawks ahead. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. And thinking about the shot.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
I don't think he'll top the assist charge this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Here's Mitchell. He has yet to score. Miles Turner out there with Ori. And there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Doncic. And it's Turkoglu in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Fox gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Atlanta now. They trail by 1. And here is Doncic. Pass to Walker. Back to Doncic. Turner with a screen for Doncic. kept alive and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
Outside Anthony. Doncic against Mitchell. Mourning inside. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
And both free throws good for Mourning.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Doncic feeling it out. Walker with a clean look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. Now, here's Fox. He has 5. Pass to Mourning. Shoots over Turner. Mourning can't make it work.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Walker with it. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, that basket by Walker, it shows you he's versatile at that point guard position, able to score off the pass.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
Mitchell kicks to Fox. Back to Mitchell. High post Mourning. 5 to shoot. Down low. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Fox. 7 points for De'Aaron Fox. And Walker's got the ball here for Atlanta. Doncic outside. Outside, Walker. Turner with the screen. Luka throws it down.
Well, the skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Fox, the bounce pass. Here's Anthony. He has space. Misses, and he wants that one back.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Anthony.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Mourning a screen on Turkoglu. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Mike Conley's checked in for the Hawks. The Lakers also with a sub. Washington's checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good for Mourning.
And you gotta love the fire that Mourning plays with. His passion for the game is so special.
Mitchell against Walker. Turkoglu setting the pick for Doncic. Back to Walker. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Conley against Mitchell. And here's Anthony for three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Anthony's got 6.
Quick thinking from Anthony. He's so good at going right up with that shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Doncic. Turner with a screen for Doncic. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morning's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the middle. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Atlanta calls timeout.
All right, now for your Lakers destiny.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic, how he performed last season. 15th in scoring, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Lets a floater go, and Anthony lays it up and in. Anthony's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers. Atlanta's shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Doncic outside to the inside. Conley left side. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. He's got 8.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Mitchell passes to Washington. Deflects the pass. Doncic with the steal. Conley dishes to Turkoglu. He gets it in there.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Mitchell against Walker. Mitchell passes to Carmelo. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist on the night. Doncic outside. Pass to Walker. The 19-foot shot. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Doncic.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Anthony looking it over. Washington finds Mitchell. Morning inside. Can't get it to fall.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Lakers lead by 3. And coming up is... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So with Anthony sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. De'Aaron Fox out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Washington. And it's Mourning in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the dunk by Mourning.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Jokic a screen. With the drive. Doncic outside. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so Fox will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 2-point game. Mourning a screen on Conley. Fox kicks to Washington. Cephalosha with it. Back to Washington. Three-pointer. And it's Luka with the rebound. And for the Hawks, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Conley, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
The first one falls. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He knows every possession is critical now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Conley against Fox.
Gutsy play by Fox. He wasn't afraid of the contact.
First team foul. At the line for the Lakers, De'Aaron Fox. Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Doncic outside. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Conley. Doncic has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks. Fox dishes to Mourning. Out to the right wing. Washington kicks to Fox. Washington trying to break free. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Doncic outside. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox against Conley. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Grimes. Doncic outside. Jokic with the screen on Porter. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
They get the rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Inside, here's Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
Showing some poise right there. I like seeing Jokic step up and prove he's a leader.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hendricks is checked in, and it's Carmelo Anthony in for Michael Porter. Fox looking it over. Pass to Mourning. And it's sent back by Turner. Doncic against Mitchell. Doncic passes to Walker. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. From deep, Turkoglu. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists now in the game. Lakers trail by 5. Outside, Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Here's Mourning, and Mourning throws it down.
Important points for Mourning. Zoe is a winner, and he wants the ball in that situation.
Here's the drive. No good from Turkoglu. Lakers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. The shot by Mitchell, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Fox against Turkoglu. On the wing, Doncic. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and it's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turkoglu dishes to Turner. And so they foul intentionally.
Carmelo Anthony. First personal foul. Second team foul.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hawks passing it around.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Fox passes to Mourning. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
And so the Hawks take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team.
Big D, Dallas, Texas. The location. Great to have you with us. We are, well, this has all the makings of a great game, Grant. It's a matchup between two Eastern Conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
And the Milwaukee starting five. We've got Grady Dick, and it's Yao in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
Hill for three. Second chance effort. Yao, good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Sessions. Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Dick. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Here's Sessions. Down low. Here's Bryant. Hits the jump hook.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Pass to Yao. Here's Weber, pounded by Harris. Hardaway, the pass to Weber. Back to Hardaway. There's the three. And he buries his first look.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Here's Sessions, defended by Hardaway. And here's Harris outside. Now with a rebound. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Weber. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to Hardaway. Here's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Fires in the triple. Hardaway's got 6.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now here's Hardaway. 6 points for him. Hill with a screen on Bryant. Here's Dick. No good on the three.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's Bryant, plenty of space. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Mavericks trail by 7. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Kennard's checked in. Now here's Davis. Pass to Kuzma. Here's Bryant. O'Neal inside. Defended by Kennard. O'Neal misses.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Hill. And the basket is good. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
I just love the ball.
Davis against Hardaway. Davis, the pass to Harris. He buries it from 3. Harris has got 6 points.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
Pass to Kennard. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 6. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The Bucks leading by 3. Kennard outside. Back to Exum. Pass to Weber. Now Hill. Here's Exum. No good with the triple. Dallas has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Davis against Hill. Davis, the pass to Bryant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Bucks have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Out to the right wing. Back to Exum. Pass to Yao. From 7. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And Dallas with possession. Good momentum. 8 straight points. The steal. Exum outside. There's 53 seconds left in the first. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Davis. And he's going for the lob. Now here's Exum. No made baskets yet. Here's Weber. To the inside. Yao. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Davis. Tightly guarded. Pass to O'Neal. Fades. Doesn't go that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. There's a screen. For 3, Hardaway. Buries it from 3. Hardaway's got 9.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The 3, here's Harris. The rebound by Hibbert. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Hardaway. And it's Harris with the rebound. Hachimura outside. Pass to Davis. Harris outside. Thomas left side. Drains the triple. Thomas has got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Down low. Here's Hibbert. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
The 3. Not going to go that time. Milwaukee has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. And the latest update on All-Star voting. Not much time left. Only a couple more days to cast your ballot.
Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Some of these players are sweating it out.
You take a look at Hardaway, and he's aiming for that 5th and final spot in the Eastern Conference starting lineup as the voting continues.
I hope he holds on to that spot. Seeing him start in the All-Star game would be a real treat.
It's shaping up to be a terrific All-Star weekend. More news to come as we receive it.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
First one falls for him. Graham, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, do you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And Dallas making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Timeout called. Milwaukee, they're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Bucks, number 1.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Mavericks trail by 5. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Sessions. Screen by O'Neal. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Yao to the middle. Here's Batum. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Sessions. Defended by Hardaway. Right wing. 3-pointer, Buzelis. Kennard with the rebound. The Bucks leading by 5. Here's Hardaway. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Harris outside. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Harris has got 4 points this quarter. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Batum, right side. Back to Hardaway. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws here for the night. First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. Hardaway hits them both. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. On the wing, Bryant. This one for 3. Connects from downtown. Bryant's got 7 points.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Pass to Batum. Lots of room. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Mavericks trail by 6. 1:51 left in the second quarter. To the paint. Intercepted! And the Bucks pushing it up now. Hardaway's shot is good. Hardaway's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
You see yourself on the screen, you show us your best moves. Let's go! Nice try. Good effort. It's all good. Okay, keep it going.
Exum's checked in for Hardaway. And during this last month of action, here is a list of the players who have shot the ball most efficiently so far from deep. Rui Hachimura on top.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
On defense, the Bucks. Here's Sessions. No points so far. Bryant, the pass to O'Neal. Here's Batum. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Tobias Harris checked in for the Mavericks. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Lewis. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in for Exum. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Here's Sessions. Kuzma outside. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Hardaway. Launches it. And it's Harris with the rebound. And Harris has got the ball here for Dallas. 8-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
There's 25 seconds left in the second period.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Dick, the pass to Weber. Now here's Batum. Here's Weber, defended by Kuzma. Inside, here's Yao. There's the block. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Okay, we're going to get another shot. Oh! Someone let the window open. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Dallas Mavericks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Moving on to our next topic. Thanks as always.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. The Bucks leading by 8. We've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Bryant in at the 2. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Blocked! Now Harris. Pass to Sessions. Bryant with it. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. Bryant's got 10 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Right side, Hardaway. Doubled by O'Neal. Hardaway, no good. Dallas has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Hill with the steal. Now here's Hardaway. He's closely guarded. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Mavericks trail by 7. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Harris on the wing. 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. Here's Bryant. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Dick. Milwaukee leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Hardaway. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And it's worth looking at the league's top scorers for the past month. These guys have been on a tear. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Chicago Bulls. And then on Wednesday...
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to sharpen up.
Now here's O'Neal. He's got 5. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Timeout called, Milwaukee. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Weber. Outside Dick. No one near him. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's Sessions. Screen by O'Neal. Three-pointer. Sessions' shot is good. And now just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Hardaway, the pass to Dick. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Bryant. 10 points for him. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bryant. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Weber. Oh, great D that time from Harris. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Sessions. Bryant outside. Pulls up on the wing. The shot's good. Bryant's got 12.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Dick. Hill for 3. Kobe grabs the miss. Here's Sessions. Defended by Hardaway. Pass to Bryant. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J. 15 points in the game.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Outside Hardaway. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Hardaway with it. He's got 21. Pass to Hill. Now Hardaway. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Hardaway's got 23 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Knocks down the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Weber. 52 seconds left in the third. Kuzma against Hill. Over Kuzma. Hill can't connect.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Harris misses. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Dick. Pass to Weber. For three, Hardaway. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Here's Sessions. Throws it up high.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Milwaukee out in front. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Nicholas Batum out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Dante Exum. Then there's Dick. And it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Exum. Here's Yao. Pass to Dick.
Sessions. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Batum with it for 3.
I like watching Hachimura use his length on the defensive end. It helps him to alter shots.
Here's Buzelis. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Yao. And the layup is good off the glass.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Hachimura outside. Takes the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Yao's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Batum. The shot no good. Hachimura with the defensive effort. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Dick. Off target with the 3. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. And look at Hachimura with the dunk.
Timeout, Bucks. Kuzma's checked in for Hachimura. Hill, he's checked in for the Bucks. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucs said to the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Davis. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game's too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Harris comes in for O'Neal. And it's Bryant in for Davis. Pass to Weber. On the wing, Grady Dick. Out to the right wing. Hardaway, the pass to Hill. The Bucs need to get up a shot here. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Hill. Hill's got 4 assists in the game. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Here's Sessions. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Hardaway, the pass to Dick. Back to Hardaway. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Sessions. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Timeout, Bucs. And Dallas making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. The Bucs making a switch here. Here's Hardaway. Pass to Hill. Here's Yao. He's covered by O'Neal. Tipped away. Now here's Kuzma. Not a lot of room. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
So he gets them both.
You see why he's one of the guys they want at the line in these situations.
The Bucs trail by 3. Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Weber. And the bucket is good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Bryant to the paint. That shot is good by O'Neal. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
To the middle. Here's Yao. And the Bucs getting another bucket right there.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Sessions. Defended by Hardaway. Pass to O'Neal. He's still feeling it. Weber pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Here's Hardaway. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter here. Off the mark there with a 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Kuzma. Now Harris. And here's Bryant outside. Now with a rebound. Hill against Kuzma. Count it!
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Here's Bryant. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Sessions. Another steal, and he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Sessions. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Bryant, guarded by Dick. Money!
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. And so they foul intentionally.
Shaquille O'Neal. Fourth personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's Milwaukee with the W. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean,
In the middle part of a long season, GA, as a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. Danny Granger out there with Nowitzki. And it's Mutombo, then it's Allen, and it's Rose in at the point guard. Now, here is Weber. Pick by Yao. Hardaway from outside. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. And it's Rose with the ball for Chicago. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. Now, here is Hill. Here's Hardaway. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Yao with a screen on Granger. Hill has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got the game going here with the first basket for the Bucks. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Rose in the post, guarded by Weber. Pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. Good on the short little jump shot. Allen's got 5 now.
Has the pure athleticism. Allen gets it done inside.
Hardaway kicks to Yao. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter basketball. Floats it up for Rose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Ray Allen hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here is Hardaway. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Will it go? Rebounded by Allen.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Rose, that's good.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Dick. And Chicago also making a switch. Reed, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Now, here is Hill. All sorts of time. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Hardaway. Yao with a screen on Rose. Hardaway for 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. And it's Rose with the ball for the Bulls.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Now, also, anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
First personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
First free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Ibby's checked in. Hardaway hits them both. Chicago has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Mutombo sets a screen. Here's Bibby. It's deflected. Hill left side. To the paint. Here's Yao. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that will tie this game up.
Man, you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him, and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Young. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. Hardaway, no good.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Bibby. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of mid. Here's Weber in the corner. Kennard with it. Takes a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hardaway against Bibby. Pass to Mutombo. Reed kicks to Bibby. Back to Reed. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. Shoots from the right block. And it's Weber getting it to go. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. The Bucks on top. They finish off the first quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Dante Exum. Batuma's out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Hardaway in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
The Bucks making a switch here. Gintz is checked in. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Chicago. And now here comes Young leading the break. Finished off the break.
and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
A shot by Batum, no good. Bulls trail by 3. Mayo kicks to Young. Pass to Wiggins. This one for 3. A rebound by the Bucks. On the wing, Batum. Covered by Wiggins. Batum scanning the floor. A 3-ball. Drops in the tray. Batum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Reed with a screen for Wiggins to the inside. And Reed throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now, here's Exum. Still yet to score. A shot by Batum, no good. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Rose. Pass to Reed. Wiggins kicks to Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Yao, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Grady Dick comes in for Alexis Ajinci. Chicago also making some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Young. And Allen subbed in for Wiggins. On defense, the Bulls. Outside Hardaway. Takes the 3. They get it back. Yao kicks to Batum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Batum's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Bucks. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Rose. Nowitzki sets a screen for Rose. Allen for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Yao's got 5 rebounds tonight. Exum with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. Outside Hardaway. Misses the 3.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Pass to Reed. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. Over Exum. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Nowitzki.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And here is Hardaway. 5 points in the game. Exum with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. And the Bucks lead by 5. And it's Rose with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Weber, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Chalmers in for Dante Exum. Weber outside. Another shot. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Bibby against Chalmers. Nobody near Allen. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now, here is Weber. Chalmers with a screen on Capella. Weber kicks to Chalmers. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. And Yao slams it in.
It's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass. Just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive board.
Chalmers against Bibby. Nowitzki a screen. from 12 feet out. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Mike Bibby. Timeout called, the Bucks. A different look from Milwaukee. Hill, he's checked in for Batum. Hardaway is subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Mutombo, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Bibby. Now off the inbound. And the dunk by Dick.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
Hardaway against Rose. Allen outside. Sinks the triple. Allen's got 10.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Dick. Poke loose. Mutombo with the ball. He's picked up by Dick. From 13. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. .34 seconds left to play here in the half. Allen passes to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. Mutombo is screen on Hill. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Fast break, Milwaukee. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. He's got 9.
This is where Hill can hurt you. Once he has a step on the D in transition, it's lights out.
Rose up on top. Goodbye, Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. No good that time. And so that's the end of the first half. The Bucks on top, up 6. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
For the East, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately from this guy. Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Chicago Bulls.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think, Shaq, that'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Ray Allen really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Milwaukee leading by 6. So for Chicago right now, Rose is out there with Allen. Then there's Danny Granger. Then it's Nowitzki. And it's Mutombo in at the center position. 2 points. That one goes. Yow's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Milwaukee. Chicago's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Rose. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Buries it from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 5 now.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Pass to Yao. Outside Hill. It's Dick on the wing. Here's Yao. And that's collected by Nowitzki.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Allen outside. Down low. Here's Mutombo. Chris Webber comes up with a rebound. Webber's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Dick. Pass to Yao. Out to Hardaway. From outside the arc. Up again. Yao. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Rose against Hardaway. Allen for three. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beyond the arc. And there's Dick. That's good on the assist by Weber. Weber's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bulls trail by 10. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Allen, the open look. Money from the wing. 12 points for Ray Allen.
And when Allen catches fire, it is a sight to see because it seems like the guy just can't miss.
Timeout called, the Bucks. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
And you look at Hardaway. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Nowitzki with the screen on Hardaway. Allen outside. Shoots over Dick. Again, Allen missing.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And stolen by Nowitzki. Fast break, here they come. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Allen.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Chicago. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Rose. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway. This is his first free throw of the game.
Derrick Rose taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Rose kicks to Reid. Inside. That's it, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Allen.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
To the inside. Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Kennard making a good read that time, and he's an underrated playmaker.
Reed with a screen for Rose. Allen outside. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Over Kennard. That one falls. Mutombo's got his first basket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Hardaway for three. Rebounded by Granger.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the call on Yao. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Hibbert comes in for Yao. And it's Batum in for Grant Hill. Chicago also making some changes. Wiggins comes in for Mutombo. And it's Mayo in for Ray Allen. Granger passes to Rose. The tray. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Weber can't hit. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Reed the pass to Rose. Reed with a screen on Hardaway. Hardaway against Rose. Wiggins outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Batum. And he can't bank that one in. Puts one up from 19. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks lead by 11. And we'll get... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Dick. Batum is out there with Yao. Then it's Exum, and it's Kennard in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Dick. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 11. A floater, and there's Mike Bibby on the assist by Nowitzki. Bibby's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Chicago. It's tipped. Now here's Reed. He's defended by Exum. Pass to Bibby. Nowitzki outside. Bibby with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Bibby's got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about the shooting stroke of Bibby? His three-point shot is as money as it gets.
Yao with a screen on Mayo. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Yao, that's good.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Nowitzki outside. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Bibby. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 5. Yao with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Tumbo is checked in for Naz Reid. Just 3 to shoot. With some arc. Bibby misses. Milwaukee leading by 8. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Yao with a screen on Nowitzki. Diaw. Pass to Dick. Here's the 3. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. Yao's got 10 points in just the second half.
doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Bibby kicks to Mutombo. Allen outside. Here's Nowitzki, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists now in this one. Exum deciding where to go with it. Dick wide open. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Bucks lead by 11.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Down with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Mike Bibby.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
A different look for Milwaukee. Weber, he's checked in for Dion. Hill comes in for Nicholas Batum. Hardaway is subbed in for Grady Dick. Chicago also making some changes. Granger comes in for O.J. Mayo. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Mike Bibby. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that last timeout, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucks said to his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thank you, David. Bulls trail by 12. Allen inside. Guarded by Hardaway. Rose surveying the D. No good. Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Allen down with the block. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. That one goes. Count it. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Dick's checked in for the Bucks. That's good from Exum. 1:49 left in the fourth. Bulls trail by 15. Pass to Nowitzki. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Hardaway's checked in for Exum.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
Bucks leading by 13. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter, and Hardaway gets it to go.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bucks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Young.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Rose against Weber. Rose passes to Nowitzki. Just 4 to shoot. Granger inside the line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Bucks with possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Rose against Hardaway. Yao with a screen on Rose. Hardaway for three. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And so the Bucks take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear. All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.